Hi everyone, welcome to Database Management Systems class. So this is your first unit where you learn about the introduction to database management system. So the basic database concepts. So in your first unit, syllabus which you have is about the concept of database and the overview of DBMS, the characteristics of database, and the data models, about the schemas and the instances, three schema architecture, and database language and interface, introduction to data models types, ER model and ER diagrams, enhanced ER model, and reducing an ER to an table applications, where you have one application, real-time application, that is ER model of university database in your syllabus, and about the relational database designed by ER and EER to relational mapping. So this is the syllabus of your first unit. And coming to the concept of database and the overview of database, something that you want to know about is the basic concept, that is what is a data, what is database, and what is database management system. So data, as you all know, it's a raw collection of facts. So you can define data as a collection of facts and figures that can be recorded and has implicit meaning. And database is a collection of related data. And what is now database management system? So DBMS is a collection of programs that enables the users to create and maintain a database. So the manipulations that you do in a database comes under database management system. There are many types of database available: centralized database, distributed database, NoSQL database, cloud database, relational database, network database, object-oriented database, and hierarchical database. In our syllabus, we will learn about the relational database, that is the data will be stored in tables, that is in rows and columns. So that is the relational database. And this is to know about the data. So about the data can be of two types. One is the structured data and another one is the unstructured data. So structured data, what you find is everything will be in a structure. That is, it will be well defined what the data comes in, how the data is stored. Everything will be maintained in a structure. So in a proper table, you can imagine a proper table. And unstructured data, no, you cannot tell what type of data you have to store. So it can be a text, images, audio, video, everything will be in mixed form, and you will store it. So that comes under the unstructured data. So what we learn is about the unstructured data. And only 10% in the world comes under the structured data, and all the about the 90% comes under the unstructured data. The difference between DBMS and RDBMS. So when we learn about DBMS, we are literally meaning the RDBMS. So because in our syllabus we are learning RDBMS. So DBMS, as you know, it's database management system. RDBMS is nothing but relational database management system. Relational database management is nothing but, here we have defined a diagram, no? So in this diagram you can see and tell, that is the data will be stored in the form of tables in rows and columns. But in DBMS, the data will be stored in the form of files. So that's the difference. And file-based approach and database approach. So this is a difference. The file system is basically a way of arranging the files in a storage medium like a hard disk. The file system organizes the files and helps in the retrieval of files when they are required. So every system, every laptop we use, all have the file-based approach. If you want to know about the database approach, you have to download DBMS. So database management system is basically software that manages the collection of related data. It is used for storing and retrieving data effectively when it is needed. So this is how the database management looks like. So the DBMS is used to define, record, query, update, manage data, and there is a storage area at the end where you will have a relational, whichever database you use. It's in the storage area, and here are the other applications. So these are connected via the DBMS. So these are some of the features of database management system. And some of the one feature is minimum duplication and redundancy. As DBMS is known for minimum duplication and redundancy, it is not that 0% duplication and redundancy will be there. It is the minimum. So anyway, in your database you will have duplication and redundancy. So that part we will learn in normalization. And one of the feature is saves storage space and cost, and anyone can work on it, multi-user access, and it provides high level of security, and it's a large database management maintenance. So this is how you define database management system. So DBMS is a general purpose software system that facilitates the processes of defining, constructing, manipulating, and sharing databases among various users and applications. So this is, so defining a database, it involves specifically specifying the data types, structures, constraints of the data to be stored in the database, and the database definition or descriptive information is also stored by the DBMS in the form of database catalog or dictionary. So it is obviously called the metadata. And the constructing the database is the process of storing the data on some storage medium that is controlled by the DBMS. And manipulating the data, it includes the functions such as querying the database to retrieve specific data, updating the database to reflect changes in a mini world, and generating reports from the data. And the last one is sharing the database. It allows multiple users and programs to access the database simultaneously. And that is about the introduction to database management system and the first unit. Thank you.